we welcome you back to the Union broadcast booth for Evanston Outlaw Baseball, presented by First Bank of Wyoming here at the 2024 Single A State Tournament, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Elan, Ollif, and Jace. Sorry, Jace Andrews. Sorry, I'm a little flustered. There's
a lot that happened.
We are behind schedule, and not because of anything that is happening with the teams warming up. There was an incident at the end of the last game that we got video coverage of, and the American Legion requested to come into the broadcast booth to view that footage to determine what actions need to happen. So we're a little bit flustered, a little bit behind schedule, but we're going to get caught up and ready to go. We're going to step aside. We come back on our Casine's Ace and Furniture pregame show. We will set the scene, brought to you by Farmers Insurance. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball, live on mylocalradio.com here at the 2024 Single A State Tournament, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life, and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have two beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Is pain holding you back from doing the things you love? At Evanston Regional Hospital, our expert physical therapist can help you get back to feeling your best. We offer personalized treatment plans designed to address your specific needs. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or simply looking to improve your mobility, don't let pain control your life. Take control of your health and get moving again. Ask your family doctor if physical therapy is right for you, or call one of our therapy departments directly. Evanston Regional Hospital, because your movement matters.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, the staff at Casine's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Casine's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Casine's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
And we welcome you back to the Casine's Ace and Furniture pregame show. Elan, Ollif, Jace Andrews at the Union broadcast booth here for our Farmers Insurance scene set, as it's a beautiful day here in Powell, Wyoming at Edlin Memorial Field. Evanston in their alternate blues, blue uniforms, white numerals, and kind of a western font, while the Lovell Mustangs in their white uniforms with a red, white, and black stripe. Kind of like the gray, white, and blue stripe on the Evanston Grays, but make it red, white, and black going down with Mustangs on the chest. And that's what you would have with the Lovell Mustangs. Both teams in white pants, while the Mustangs with a white cap, red bill, and the Outlaws in that outlaw hat, the one that they've been wearing all year with the 41 on the front. White front panel, blue back panels, and white piping with the blue bill. If you want more detail, it's Dodger blue. As we get set for what promises to be a great game, high intensity, winner moves on to day 4. They'll be one of the top 4 teams in the state of Wyoming. The loser their season will come to an end. We'll do our team spotlight brought to you by Aspen Cinemas right after this. You're tuned in to the 2024 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball here on MyLocalRadio.com, on the radio at KNYN, on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
At Alta Construction, we specialize in pre-engineered steel buildings, interior office framing, finishes and flooring, concrete work from foundations to concrete flat work. Alta Construction specializes in industrial and commercial projects. Call today at 307-786-4834. Alta Construction, from conception to completion.
The town of Mountain View is located in the historic Bridger Valley and serves as the gateway to the high Uintas. With a panoramic view of the rugged Uinta peaks, you feel like you're in paradise. Our town park and scenic river walk offer a safe place for rest and relaxation. Looking for a great place to live? Our quality of life is great and our people are very friendly. Come join our tranquil way of life. The town of Mountain View, a gateway to the high Uintas.
Book your next event at Aspen Cinemas. Make it your own with corporate or family parties, birthdays, video game nights, or personal screenings of new movies. They're all available. With affordable pricing and easy booking, you can make your next event stand out at Aspen Cinemas. Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846. Book your event today at Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. In a minute, Cody Beers is going to be joining myself and Jace Andrews. We've been running with a 3-man crew, and it's been a lot of fun as we are here in the Union Broadcast Booth. But it's not about us. It's about the teams that are about to do battle with their season on the line. And our Aspen Cinemas Team Spotlight. Now playing at Aspen Cinemas, one of the most, probably the most anticipated film of the year, Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool is offered a place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe by the Time Variance Authority, but instead recruits a variant of Wolverine to save his universe from extinction. Deadpool and Wolverine now playing. Get your tickets at aspencinemas.com or visit the their website at aspencinemas.com or scan the QR code on the graphic. Well, you look at the team spotlight, and really all it is this. Evanston is 4 out of the West, and Lovell is 3 out of the West. All 4 Western teams make it to day 3, and only one will be eliminated going into day 4. So 3 out of the 4 teams will be playing in the semifinals tomorrow. We know Powell's in, we know Cody's in, and now we know Casper is also in. As the winner of this game will be in, the loser of this game will be out. Last time these two teams met up was really 8 days ago. Last Sunday, 7 o'clock p.m. prime time in Green River for the 3rd seed, where Evanston was out of pitching at the time. Well, not out of pitching, but they weren't able to throw any of their top guys because they threw as many as their top guys as they could to get to the state tournament. And Evanston ended up losing by 10 that day to Lovell. Well, things are a little bit different now. Evanston has Ryder Wilson ready to go, and he can go the entire game if needed. And for the Lovell Mustangs, they are coming off of a very impressive performance last night in the 7 o'clock game against the reigning state champion Powell Pioneers, where unfortunately they had the lead in the 5th inning, but unfortunately for them, the Pioneers just kind of fell apart a little bit. Or excuse me, the Mustangs just fell apart a little bit for the end of that game. But the Mustangs still alive, so too are the Evanston Red Devils after a big victory over Sheridan yesterday.
Yeah, and I think for this, it's about Evanston coming in here and saying, okay, we know what happened last time, but that doesn't mean that's going to happen this time. Go out here and play with confidence.
That is your Team Spotlight, brought to you by Aspen Cinemas. Get your tickets to Deadpool and Wolverine now at aspencinemas.com. Deadpool is offered a place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe by the Time Variance Authority, but instead recruits a variant of Wolverine to save his universe from extinction. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Outlaw Baseball live at the 2024 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on K9, MyLocalRadio.com, and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, EAS, and our brand new cybersecurity. Also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. You always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Bridger Valley Electric Association provides safe, reliable, and affordable electric energy and related services to their member owners in Wyoming and Utah. Bridger Valley Electric is a consumer-owned cooperative.
Let's roll into our Ellingford Brothers Keys of the Game, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers, 307-79-1515 for all your cement, sand, and gravel needs in Evanston, Wyoming, over there on County Road. And Jace, for the Mustangs, man, you came in again. You put up a heck of a fight against the reigning state champion Powell Pioneers. Just came up short, had them where you wanted them, had some late game mistakes that cost you. How do you shake that off and get ready for this game you have to win if you're Lovell?
You think about the first part of your statement right there.
Yep.
You were close. You are close against the reigning state champs, and you had them right where you wanted. You were up by 2 with your best pitcher on the mound, and you just had some unfortunate errors happen. And today, that's about cleaning it up. Don't have any errors, play clean baseball, and you come in here and, Evanston, you're thinking, okay, well, we played this team last time, didn't go our way. If you're Lovell, you're thinking, listen, we've sung this song before, we played this game before. Let's just go out there and do it again because we want to play in day 4.
The season series between these two, it's Evanston with 1 win, Lovell with 1 win. Neither one of the games were especially close, as Evanston was able to beat Lovell fairly easily on the first day of the tournament in Douglas. And then Lovell comes back and beats them by 10 runs in the third place game at the district tournament. So for the Evanston Outlaws, it's going to be really just kind of get that mentality. I mean, there was a just refuse to die mentality for the Outlaws yesterday, even when it looked dire against Sheridan.
Yeah, and that's kind of where Evanston has been in this tournament, is just go out there and know that you got to do your best every single at-bat, every single pitch, and that's what they've done. And in this situation, I almost think that they have an advantage in this elimination game just because in some ways they've been in that a little more than Lovell has. And you come in here and you know what you're going to feel. Lovell, you are going to feel that for the first time today, and that kind of stress. Mm-hmm. Not to say that they didn't feel stress yesterday, but it's a different kind of stress when you know that if you lose this, your season's over. Not if you lose this, you just go to the loser's bracket.
Last part of our Keys to the Game brought to you by Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, Wyoming for all your sand, cement, and gravel needs. The Lovell Mustangs will put their faith in Cash Wasmer with their season on the line. 19 and a third innings pitched in 7 games, 4 starts, a 1-1 record, 17 hits, 17 runs, 11 of them earned, 14 walks to 24 strikeouts, 3.983 ERA. With the season on the line, the team from Uintah County is going to give the ball to Ryder Wilson. And I think when everybody saw what the pitch count was and who was available, this is who people were expecting. as Ryder is the team leader in innings pitched this year. 45 and 2/3 innings pitched in 19 games, has a 3-2 record, 3 for 3 in save opportunities, 47 hits, 37 runs, 26 earned, 15 walks to 48 strikeouts, and a 3.985 ERA. So the ERA is eerily similar between these two pitchers. That's your Keys to the Game, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers, 307-79-1515 for all your sand, cement, and gravel needs. Let's go ahead and move on to our starting lineups, brought to you by our friends at Bridger Valley Electric Association, a Touchstone cooperative. Unless we have another break. Okay, we're good to go. So Jacob Bischoff for the Lovell Mustangs will lead things off. He plays second base. Carlos Rodriguez, will be talking a lot about him, especially when we get Cody Beers in here. He'll be catching today. Tucker Jackson, the center fielder, he'll be batting third. Cash Wasmer, the pitcher, he'll be in the cleanup spot. Alex Hedges, the shortstop, he bats fifth. Leif Files, the third baseman, bats sixth. Owen Walker, the first baseman, will bat seventh. Blake Wilson, the right fielder, bats eighth. And Matthew Newman, the left fielder, will bat ninth. Defensive alignment for the Evanston Outlaws. Outfield featuring Damian Common in left, Walker Wilson in center, Tyson Bateman in right. Infield featuring Tony Natoli at first, Jaden Winley at second, Braxton Bauer at the hot corner, Gavin Oliver at shortstop, and a battery featuring Ryder Wilson pitching to Jackson Osborne. So that is how the Outlaws line up, of course. The Mustangs coached by Mike Jamison, and the Outlaws coached by Nick Small. Mustangs, I believe, got to this day last year. Evanston, their first time in the single-A state tournament in a while. And you look at the two dugouts, there's a difference. Lovell out there doing their warm-up, Evanston doing their warm-up, but at the same time, they seem to have a bounce in their step, and they look like we had internet issues, but I think we are back now, and Colton Bagley, our producer extraordinaire, will probably let me know in a few minutes if we are good to go. But in the meantime, right now, Nick Small and Mike Jamison meeting in the batter's boxes for this one.
Yeah, we got it back up now, so we're all good to go, and now we got the Wi-Fi in a better spot. Cody's going to protect it.
I will.
with your life. Sorry about that, folks. We got the Wi-Fi bodyguard, Cody Beers, going to be watching that for us. We are live on the radio. On the radio, KNYN 99.1 FM. So we are good to go here.
KYNN?
KNYN.
Oh, jeez.
K9.
Okay. Hey, we're glad to be here in Lovell. They've got a uniform set that's a takeoff from the old Houston Astro uniforms.
First of all, for the
you'll never
visitors, the Lovell
come up
Mustangs.
second or come up first ahead of Jamison as far as uniform design.
Jacob Bischoff.
Let's go ahead and rerun through our starting lineups. Again, brought to you by Bridger Valley Electric Association, Touchstone Cooperative. Here in the top of the first inning, we'll see the Lovell Mustangs lead things off as the designated visiting team. Jacob Bischoff, the second baseman, will lead things off. Carlos Rodriguez, the catcher, will bat second. Tucker Jackson, the center fielder, will bat third. Cash Wasmer, the pitcher, will bat in the cleanup spot. Alex Hedges, the shortstop, will bat fifth. Leif Files, the third baseman, will bat sixth. Owen Walker, the first baseman, will bat seventh. Blake Wilson, the right fielder, bats eighth. And Matthew Newman, the left fielder, will bat ninth. For the designated home Evanston Outlaws, production note for Colton Bagley. If you can let me know if you can hear us okay, because I am camped out right next to the PA. So if we're bleeding over a little bit, let me know. As leading things off for the Outlaws will be the pitcher, Ryder Wilson. The center fielder, Walker Wilson, bats second. The shortstop, Gavin Oliver, will bat third. Braxton Bauer, the third baseman, will be in the cleanup spot. Jackson Osborne, the catcher, bats fifth. Tony Natoli, the third baseman, bats sixth. Jaden Winley, The second baseman will bat 7th. Tyson Bateman, the right fielder, will bat 9th. And Damian Common, the left fielder, will bat 9th.
Every time I wave at him, he turns around.
And now we would like to have the players and...
Oh, we've got a young fan down here sporting a Houston Astros jersey and a San Francisco Giants hat.
After me.
Hey, nothing wrong with having an AL and an NL team.
Yeah, well, it didn't used to be that way. It used to be in the same division, but...
I do remember that.
Keep my temper.
Wasn't that long ago that...
Keep myself
did you hear that line in the Creed? Keep my temper.
In defeat.
That's an important thing.
Pride under in victory.
Especially in a high-intensity game that both of these two teams are about to take part in.
You cross your heart when you do that. You cross your heart when you do that.
All right, so it looks like we're ready to get started with the top of the first inning. Elan Ollif joined by Jace Andrews and Cody Beers in the Union broadcast booth. Evanston Outlaws, Lovell Mustangs, trying to keep their season alive. Only one way to do it. Only one of these teams will do that, and that is simply, in the words of Al Harris, just win, baby.
Yesterday's hero, today's third baseman for Evanston, Braxton Bauer, came on in relief yesterday and did an outstanding job to help Evanston win that game.
Ryder Wilson, the man that I think a lot of people could say pitched Evanston into this state tournament when he came into the game against Green River. He'll be on the bump today, and once again, they put their faith in Wilson. Both Ryder and Walker have been such contributors to this program, as this feels like a year that the Outlaws believe and have the ability that they could do something special. And getting to day 4 would be just that.
You've got a young Lovell fan down here shooting the warm-up speeds. His last name Wilson, so he's probably connected to his team. And then he's signaling over the speed of the warm-up pitches to the Lovell team. Interesting. He's got his gun up, as you can see right down here in front.
Radar gun.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Well, yeah. I mean, come on.
Gotta be more clear about this, Cody.
As Osborne, one of the most exciting catchers in the state, he'll be back behind the dish. And we're ready to get started with Jacob Bischoff, the second baseman. A hot day here in Powell. Absolutely no breeze, so everything is just kind of sitting. And Aqua Vista is my best friend right now.
Young fans from Lovell down in front of us.
Looks like we're ready to get started with the first pitch. Ryder Wilson comes set. And the offering misses away, and we are underway at 4:09 p.m. 1 ball, no strikes to Jacob Bischoff. Wilson with the 1-0, misses. 2 balls, no strikes to Bischoff. On deck is Carlos Rodriguez. We'll talk about him probably ad nauseum throughout the broadcast, as he is one of the top players in the state in the straw that stirs the Lovell drink. The 2-0 on the way. Catches the bottom part of the zone for strike 1. Wilson gets the sign from Osborne. Now comes set. The 2-1. Swing and a chopper down the third baseline foul, and it knots it up, and we have our first ballerina count, 2-2.
Do you call your starting tailback who wears 22?
Nope.
Hand off to ballerina?
Nope, that's just reserved for the call in baseball.
All right.
Misses away, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I like it. I like the creativity.
Hey, if you can't be creative in this job. 3-2 on the way. Swing and a pop-up, and as Jace would call it, what is it?
Home run in a silo.
And it's brought in by Gavin Oliver, the shortstop, ranges over, makes a catch behind the mound for out number 1.
Are there silos in
Lovell,
Wyoming?
number 21.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
right
yeah.
back here behind us.
I was about to say, we drive past one every day from the hotel.
Notice he's been asleep on the way to the ballpark.
I'm
He's
driving.
so young.
I hope not. He's driving.
Oh,
Carlos Rodriguez steps
I'm
in.
sleeping on the wheel.
that's true. I guess you did bring your Tacoma.
Breaking ball misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. So Rodriguez usually playing shortstop, but because their usual catcher, Wasmer, is pitching, he'll actually be behind the dish today. The 1-0 on the way. Foul ball headed across the street towards a truck. Did it get something?
Smoked an SUV over there. Left a mark, too.
1 ball, 1 strike. And we'll see if that's something that Evanston decides to exploit a little bit, taking advantage of that shortstop position without Rodriguez there, as he'll pop that one up. Going back to the shallow right field grass is Winley, the second baseman. Makes the grab for out number 2. Here comes Tucker Jackson.
Number 19.
Heroic performance by Jackson yesterday against the reigning state champion, the Powell Pioneers.
It's 2 bad innings, and that last one was a 5-run 7th inning, or 5th inning, 5-run 5th.
That's been the kind of the story of this tournament. First one on the way. Jackson pops that one up foul, headed towards the concession stand. That has been our lifeblood for the last week.
Toward.
Oh, ball. Oh, 1 count. What was that?
Toward.
Toward.
Yeah, it's not towards.
Oh, jeez. There we go.
Oh, and we're off to a good start early. Fouls that one off.
Listen.
0-2 counts.
I just want to make it like people listen to that. I want to try to help. This is not in the.
They're also
not
going
the bad term.
Who's the grammar police that we're listening to? I mean, that's the way Wyoming people talk. We fish in the creek too.
The 0-2 on the way. Ground ball, cap high chopper caught by Bauer, throws to first in time for out number 3, and the Outlaws get the Mustangs down in order. Outlaws will have their chance with Wilson, and Oliver when we come back after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball, live on mylocalradio.com, on the radio KNYN, at the 2024 Single A State Tournament, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is Southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. Elan, Ollif, Jace Andrews, Cody Beers, the packed house here for Outlaw Baseball, live on mylocalradio.com. Also welcoming our Lovell fans tuning in as well, as this is an exciting team to watch. A lot of guys coming back next year for Lovell, meaning they've got talent and they've got youth. And in single A baseball, that is a deadly combination.
Cash Wasmer finished the game off last night, and Jason Borders, the Powell manager, talked about Wasmer, said he wouldn't be surprised to see him start today, and I think we kind of thought the same thing. So he's on the hill, young player, nice catcher, and today we'll see what he's got. He threw pretty much mostly fastballs last night in relief.
You got them to go very, very quickly, so we'll see if Evanston is able to take advantage of that a little bit.
Couple Lovell fans down here trying to shade themselves with a black and red umbrella.
For Evanston, number 27,
guessing that thing will get up to about 110. Whew. As it soaks in the sunlight and starts radiating heat.
That might be why I'm so comfortable right now over here. I'm outside the tent. First pitch to Ryder Wilson from Wasmer. Swing and a miss at off speed. Got a piece of it, but it goes down to strike 1.
You know, the interesting part, though, sitting here is I have to look at Elan's toes.
Sorry. This one popped up high into center left field, and that one drops. Rolls to the track, headed for 3 is Wilson. He's digging, and the Outlaws start this out with a bang.
Everybody seemed to be in slow motion except Ryder Wilson on that. Ball rolls to the fence, and he didn't even slow down when he hit second base.
Next up,
Great hustle by the leadoff hitter.
5, Walker Wilson.
I'll now bring up Walker Wilson. Center fielder, starting pitcher of day 1. First pitch on the way, misses for ball 1, and a great dive there by Rodriguez.
Reminds me of something my grandpa used to say about horses when he'd say there's no slow in his go.
No, there is not.
And Wilson was full speed ahead for a triple.
Next one down low for ball 2. We haven't seen a lot of triples in this tournament. We've seen a lot of doubles, a lot of singles, 1 homer. Now we got a triple to add to the mix.
Well, you know what they say about horses? They're only 1 horsepower.
2-0. Fouls that one into the back screen. 2 balls, 1 strike to Walker Wilson.
Sometimes you're not that funny.
Wilson had the RBI.
Of shots you don't take.
Wilson had the RBI double that scored what turned out to be the beginning run of a comeback for the Outlaws yesterday. Keep their season alive. 2 balls, 1 strike to Walker. The delivery. Breaking ball catches the outside part of the zone for strike 2.
That was a good-looking breaking pitch. Broke right at his shoulder.
2 balls, 2 strikes. I had a frog in my throat, just decided to jump in there.
A frog.
The 2-2 inside, catches the zone. Catches him looking for out number 1. Here's Gavin Oliver.
Hate those frogs.
I know. All of a sudden I was talking.
My throat.
All of a sudden I was talking to my voice just kind of like choked up a little bit.
My dog gets frogs in his throat. He just eats them.
That's an Oklahoma thing there, right there.
First pitch on the way to Oliver. Inside, nearly got a piece of that Dodger blue top for ball 1.
Down in Oklahoma, they sweat like hogs.
We do.
1 ball, no strikes. The pitch misses away. 2-0 to Oliver. Outlaws trying to get that first run across in this elimination game.
Your slap on stick, and he's the straight man in this game.
2-0 on the way. Foul ball. Right down at the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike.
We did get a compliment saying that people are listening just for the entertainment value. We did get that compliment.
We got you covered all day if that's the fact.
It's probably me when I'm doing play-by-play.
2-1 on the way. Misses outside, and another 2 ball, 2 strike count. As Wasmer has thrown 10 pitches already. Swing and a fly ball. Left field. Going back to the track, looking for it is Newman. Makes the catch. Tagging up is Ryder, and the Outlaws will break the tie first. Sacrifice fly, RBI for Gavin Oliver. 1-0 Outlaws on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard.
Now up for the Outlaws, number 34.
Well, if you watched what was going on out there, you could see the difficulty of picking up the baseball in this hazy sky.
Yep.
He didn't see it at first, but then was able to recover. Nice catch out there by Matthew Newman.
He's a very good outfielder. Pitch down low. 0-1 count. We saw him make some plays last night against Powell. The 0-1 on the way. Misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike to Braxton Bauer. You mentioned he was the hero last night, and usually when you hear that, you think, oh, he must have drove in the winning run. He came in and had a 9-out save. Or actually, it was a win. It was tied. They were down when he came in. And he really kind of pitched these guys into this day 3 of the tournament. 2-1 to Bauer. Swing, fly ball into center field. Here comes Jackson. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. But the Outlaws strike first. It's 1-0. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. 1-0 Outlaws at the end of the first on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Post 41 Baseball. Live on mylocalradio.com here at the 2024 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
At Uintah County School District number 6, each student is important. Each student has different interests. Each student has unique talents and areas for growth and development. We love and appreciate each student, and we work hard to make sure we are meeting the needs of each student so that when we all come together, we create a powerful school district filled with individual students headed for success. Uintah County School District number 6 in Lyman. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse at what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven. 100 Wasatch and 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
And we welcome you back to the Union broadcast booth. Lovell, 22 minutes away, really, so they can bring the whole home crowd. Evanston, definitely the road team. How many hours did we drive the other day,
6.
Mr. Andrews?
I mean, I drove 8. I drove with you for 6.
That's fair. That's right, because you came from Logan.
And that Toyota barely runs after 3 hours, right?
What do you mean? I've driven that thing. I drove that thing to Utah from Texas with a trailer on the back.
Here's Cash Wasmer. First pitch on the way outside, catches his own for strike 1 from Ryder Wilson.
Elan's way of telling us to shut up. No, Toyota is my pickup of choice.
0-1 on the way, misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I love it. I love it.
Outlaws lead 1-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard.
Get it?
I will interact with you guys once this game kind of settles in. I'm feeling tense right now because this is...
It's your home team.
This is my boys, guys.
Elan's beard is on the line.
Thank God.
My playoff beard. 1-2 on the way. Fly ball, left field. Common. Camped out under it. Makes the grab for out number 1.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Somebody settled in, the pitcher. Wilson has done a great job.
He's rolling so far. You know, I was watching your guys' podcast, and I tuned in one day, and I was like, who's that dude? Sent Elan an email.
Usually I don't have a beard during the summer.
I said, dude, cut that off.
Cut that off.
It's usually a beard that I grow during the winter during basketball season, but I didn't grow one during basketball season, so I feel like I had to even it out this year. And what do you know? Here are the Outlaws on day 3 of the state tournament. Outside is part of the zone for strike 1 to Alex Hedges. Ryder with the 0-1. Ground ball, hopper, about shin high to Oliver at shortstop. Throws to first in time for out number 2. Here comes Leif Files, the third baseman.
5 up, 5 down.
Knock on
Wilson.
Guys, it's this is a great start for. This is probably one of the strongest starts for a pitcher we've seen in this tournament.
He's pitching to contact, and he's got great defense so far.
That's the thing. This Outlaws team, when they don't make errors, when they play clean baseball, they can play with anyone. The pitch.
Well, that's a nice breaking pitch.
Yeah, great job on the zone. Outside, away from the right-handed hitting Files for strike 1. He's also keeping his pitch count really, really low as he's only thrown 19. As that one is fouled into the backstop for strike 2.
High pitch counts stress you out and make you tired. Just throw strikes and let your defense work.
How many times have we seen that kind of determine a game, the high pitch count in that first inning? The 0-2 on the way, swing and a miss, but he got a piece of it for 0-2 count yet again. 2 down, nobody on. Ryder Wilson just cruising through it so far. The 0-2. Inside, missed. Breaking ball threaded the needle between Files and the edge of the zone. Files kind of takes that back foot, puts it on the line. 0-2 ground ball right to Oliver, puts it in on the ground, throws it to first in time for out number 3. Well, 6 up, 6 down. Outlaws up 1-0 as they'll get the bats going. Jackson Osborne, Tony Natoli, and Jaden Windley after the break. You're tuned in to the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball here at the 2024 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com and on the radio at KNYN.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
Whenever you're in Evanston, Wyoming, the absolute best place to stay is the Best Western Dunmar Inn, with a wonderful on-site restaurant that offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a friendly staff ready and available to handle all your needs. The Best Western Dunmar Inn is a ground-level hotel with parking right at your front door. Rooms are convenient, comfortable, clean, and offer a great value for each guest. When you're in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Jackson Osborne to lead things off for Evanston. Up 1-0 thanks to the leadoff triple, the lone hit of the entire game, as that one is down low to Osborne for ball 1. Next pitch. Finds the zone for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jackson Osborne. Next one. Inside for ball 1. Well, we talked about
ball 2.
Ball 2, thank you. We talked about Ryder Wilson, guys, and how he's been proven. Take away that triple. And you could say the same thing about Wasmer, swing and a miss for strike 2.
Yeah, he's done well and just about, working around things. And don't be afraid to pitch in the zone. I know the first batter has a triple, but for his sake, just get back in there.
2-2. Ground ball, chopper, foul. And we'll do it all over again. All right, I brought the flip-flops and the shorts out today. I am very grateful I did.
As Cody would say, he can see your toes.
Yeah, he's got them hid now. He's worried that they're going to get sunburned.
I would be too, not going to lie.
It hurts.
Outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I got a sunburn on my foot on 4th of July.
Ouch.
Yep. My feet hadn't seen the light of day. My whole body was tan. My feet white as a ghost, so I tried to tan them, and they burned.
3-2 on the way. Catches the outside part of the zone for strike 3. That's out number 1. Strikeout number 2 for Wasmer. And every single strikeout that he's gotten has been caught looking. So here comes Tony Natoli.
That's a great name. I like it.
Transfer from Elko, Nevada. Moved in during the season. He's kind of been the American Legion version of a rental, as he'll only play the rest of the season. Then his time as an American Legion player is done. Line drive down the left field line. Foul. And he is put together some at-bats in the middle part of this lineup to set the table later on. Very good at taking pitchers deep to try to get the intel to take it back to the dugout. 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Windley stands on deck if we can get to him. Bateman. 1 down, nobody on. Outlaws have had 1 base runner, and he came around to score. 1-2. Fly ball, left field. Making the grab is Newman for out number 2.
with that ball hanging. 89 degrees, 14% humidity.
Number 2, Jaden
And it just it's having to fight through a lot of molecules.
Huh? What are you talking
He just took you to science class. Here's Jaden Winley. Outside part of the zone for strike 1.
How'd you do in science?
Not great.
Next one misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike to Winley.
I had probably the best chemistry teacher ever, and if I didn't have her, I would have failed.
Next one, swing and a miss for strike 2. Fly ball flared into right field. That's going to drop fair right on the right field line. And he trips up going to first. Winley looked like he was going to round first, going for second, and his feet just didn't grab the dirt. He trips up, falls on the bag. It's going to go down as a 2-out single.
Up next for the Outlaws, number 6.
As he was flying through the air, his legs kept going, and I'm sure he felt like he was in slow motion before he landed face first in the dirt.
He was
Scooby-Doo, landing and not going anywhere.
He was looking for extra bases, you could tell. Here comes Tyson Bateman, the right fielder. Swing, fly ball, left field. Newman hardly has to move, and that's the end of the inning. So the Outlaws, no runs on 1 hit. They strand 1. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation. Outlaws lead 1-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Going into the Uinta I-Envision third. First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball, live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, here at the 2024 Single A State Tournament, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
On your way to Flaming Gorge or the Uinta, stop in at the store, formerly known as the Cash Store in Fort Bridger, to top up on gas or grab those last-minute snacks. Visit the store today in Fort Bridger, Wyoming. The store is proud to support the students of the Bridger Valley.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have 2 beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
Dad, I feel like I got something in my eye.
Let me have a look. Natural protective features of the eye, such as eyebrows, eyelids, eyelashes, and tears, are not always enough. I've been helping people for 14 years removing anything from metal, glass, or plastic from their eyes. I've even removed a bug that flew into my own eye. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we can help you find the perfect eye protection for playing sports or performing hazardous work to help prevent eye injuries.
Call Uinta Eye and Vision today to schedule your appointment to protect your precious eyesight. Uinta Eye and Vision, 307-789-3937.
0-1 count to Owen Walker here in the Uinta I-Vision third inning. Outlaws lead 1-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. 0-1 misses down the dirt away from the right-handed hitting Walker for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Elan, Ollif, Jace Andrews, Cody Beers in the Union broadcast booth. The 1-1 on the way. Swinging in a pop-up foul towards the Union broadcast booth. 4 strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Owen
Elan
Walker.
has elected to move into the second deck of the Union broadcast booth.
Yeah, a little bit in the sun there. As believe it or not, we're in Wyoming, and there is not a bristle of wind right now. The sun is just beating down as that is fouled right back towards us. Toll hold, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So what's a month from tomorrow, guys?
4th of July.
Hold on. Oh, it is opening day for Wyoming football tomorrow. Month from tomorrow.
At Arizona State.
As
you're going to be there.
That's going to be fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'm excited.
What's Arizona State's mascot?
The Sun Devils.
That was not for you.
Oh.
Got to test the spotter here.
You don't think he knew that? The 1-2 on the way.
Oh, let me
see, he didn't.
Up high, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It'll probably be like 106 or something down there.
Yeah, you're probably good. You're in the booth.
It just might be. 2-2 on the way. Ground ball right at Gavin Oliver. Makes the catch about knee high. High throw over to first. Not in time. Legging out the single is Owen Walker. And Lovell has their first base runner of the day. That is a heck of a hit by Walker. He legs out the single as Gavin Oliver makes a clean play. Just hit it deep enough.
That was reminiscent of Carlos Rodriguez going in the same hole yesterday for Lovell.
Mm-hmm.
But this hit had a bigger bounce to it, and it allowed Owen Walker to make it to first.
Here's Blake Wilson. Where's number 42? Pretty meaningful number in the sport of baseball. First pitch, he tried a bunt but pulled back. 1 ball, no strikes.
Whose number?
Jackie Robinson.
Yep. For those of that have not been joining us all week, Cody and Jace have been playing a constant game of trivia as that pitch is in the zone for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think I'm winning.
You don't see very many players wear 42.
It's kind of like 10 in soccer. If you wear it, you got to represent it.
You do.
Who's 10 in soccer? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
The 1-1 on the way. Outside.
Guys, I don't have a clue who it is.
Obviously Landon Donovan.
I thought maybe it was Lionel Messi.
It is.
I think
It
he's
is.
Okay, thank you.
It's Tim
It's the
Howard.
only soccer name I know.
What about Ronaldo?
Ever heard of Pele?
Pele, number 3.
The 2-1 on the way.
Look at that guy, double ice cream cones.
Up high, 3 balls, 1
I thought
strike.
you were going to get one.
I was about to say, didn't you say you were going to spend the entire Evanston game eating 2 outs of the Evanston game eating an ice cream cone?
I spent a lot of time down there, and I needed to get some lineups in the book.
Yeah, we kind of...
We didn't have much time.
Let's just say best laid plans as the game before us ended on time. As that bunt is foul, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I had a big order I had to fulfill down there.
Yeah, the game ended on time in order to get said ice cream cone, but there was something that happened at the end of the last game where the American Legion commissioner representative actually requested to come into the broadcast booth and view our footage of it. The pitch, swing and a fly ball into left field, foul. And we'll do it all over again at 3-2.
Please return the foul balls to the concession
Let's just say it was unsportsmanlike.
No comment.
They needed to review it.
We don't need to go over it.
It was just an adjective.
3 balls, 2 strikes. The Blake Wilson. 2 down. Or nobody down, excuse me.
Now there's 1.
Now there's 1 down. I was looking at the 2 and I thought you know when you stare at something long enough, the numbers kind of move? I was looking at the 2 and I thought it moved over to the out column.
It's called heat stroke.
Yeah, I actually just took a drink of Gatorade and I already feel a lot more on point. Matthew Newman, the left fielder, comes in, throws back to first to check up on Walker, and he's back in time. 1-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Outlaws lead thanks to a leadoff triple by the pitcher Ryder Wilson. This one sent into left field, caught by Damian Common as he barely had to take maybe 2.5 steps forward and bring that in for a quick out number 2.
For Lovell, number 13.
Here comes Jacob Bischoff, popped out to the shortstop to lead off the game. But as I was mentioning, the pitcher Ryder Wilson led off the Evanston bottom of the first with a triple and then was brought in on a sacrifice fly by one of the RBI leaders, Gavin Oliver. Pitch to Bischoff down low for ball 1.
Already in this game, 5 outs by the way of flies to left field.
Both of these pitchers want to use their defenses, which that is a good thing, especially when these pitchers know that they can rely on said defenses. Evanston's got a great infield with Bauer, Oliver, Bateman, and Natoli in the left and center field, covered by Wilson and Common. Bateman has shown he can handle his own in right as well. You can say almost the exact same thing about the Lovell Mustangs as well. 2 really good defensive teams. This one is popped up. Osborne's got a chance in foul territory. Makes the grab for out number 3, and the inning is over. So 1 run, or no runs, 1 hit, and a strikeout. Outlaws lead 1-0 going into the bottom of the Uinta I-Envision third quarter. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming third inning. You're tuned into a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball live on mylocalradio.com at the 2024 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Farming requires working with the right equipment. At Covelo Auto Farm Service, you will find the right size tractor, tractor accessories, cattle chutes, and calf corrals for all your farming needs. Covelos has all your auto needs as well. From fluids to belts to protection for your hands, they've got you covered. Covelos also offers a service center for your truck and tractors in one convenient location. Covelos is your one-stop farm and auto shop. Stop in and see them today at 80 Reese Road. Covelos Auto Farm Service.
Get a degree or certification, earn your high school GED, get job skills, become CPR certified, or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Bottom of the Uinta I-Envision third inning. 1-0 Evanston on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard, and they're going to have Damian Common, Ryder Wilson, and Walker Wilson due up. Good opportunity to turn the order over as Damian Common gets ready. Hey, speaking of football, we got All-State quarterback in the box next to us, Jet Schwan, from right here in Powell. First pitch, swinging a foul ball, just skips over the top of the railing for strike 1.
Jet Schwan will take a headline any way he can get it.
0-1 on the way. Almost unbuttoned the jersey of Damian Common. 1 ball, 1 strike to Damian. The pitch. Hard ground ball, headed for the gap, but cut off by Hedges. Throw to first is not in time. Common with a leadoff infield single. And if you don't think both of these teams want to keep playing, look at the effort that both of them are putting out on the field on these infield singles.
Yeah, that was deep in the hole, and it's going to be hard to make that play.
Ryder Wilson.
I got a new PA announcer.
Oh, Jet Schwan now doing the PA duties.
See, I told you.
It must run in the family. I think Jet's going after his old man's job, it sounds like.
He needs the hat, though. He needs the hat.
First pitch down low for ball 1 to Ryder Wilson. Ryder waiting the 1-0. Swung at one inside. Fouled it off towards the third base dugout, home of the Lovell Mustangs in this matchup. I used to say housing the Lovell Mustangs, but then I got a smart comment from someone about that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Catches the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I hate to break it to
Wilson.
you. I'm just a smart person at times.
Aren't we all?
Should never read your social media post during the game, though.
1 ball, 2 strikes on the way. Catches the outside part of the zone, and Wilson goes down looking. Every single strikeout that Wasmer has cashed in, it has been strikeouts looking, and that is his 3rd.
Did you hear that? Wasmer cashes in. His first name, Cash. Not bad alliteration there by the play-by-play guy.
Wasmer comes set, first pitch to Walker inside for ball 1.
It's almost like he gets paid to do this.
Almost.
Thanks to everybody back in Evanston for buying our lunches. We appreciate it.
Oh, my gosh.
I thought you were paying for him, Cody.
The 1-0 on the way. Outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Walker Wilson. Well, with how hard runs have been to come by, if you can bring Common home, 2-run lead could feel like a 3-run lead. The pitch catches the outside part of the zone for strike 1. Man, tell you what, the movement on Wasmer today has been absolutely fantastic. He's nipping that zone as the pitch falls away. Comes set, the 2-1 to Walker Wilson. Runner goes, swing, strike, and a throw down to second as Common will get there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Common now in scoring position after the stolen base. Timeout called as Walker Wilson runs over to talk with Coach Cody Moore off the third base box. Nick Small manning the first base box. Wasmer comes set. 2-2 on the way. Chased away. Ball gets away from Rodriguez, and Common's going to go to third on the wild pitch.
You guys know that Jet Schwann's been playing for Powell since the last decade. He's been around forever.
Longer than you.
No.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Walker Wilson. Big pitch. Misses away. Wilson on. Runners on the corners for Gavin Oliver. Big opportunity for the Outlaws. You feel like if they cash this in, all the momentum will shift towards the team in blue.
The shortstop number 2.
Oliver already with an RBI. Scored Ryder Wilson with the sac fly. That is on the table with only 1 down.
Guys, today's nightcap, Cody versus Powell.
This place is going to be electric.
It's going to be fun.
I can hardly wait. This game being a very good lead up to it. First pitch misses away from Oliver, or for Oliver, from Wasmer. Keep your eye on Walker Wilson at first. He might decide to go. Wasmer comes set. The 1-0. Swing and a fly ball, deep center field. Jackson, actually it's the right fielder, Wilson makes the catch. Tagging up is Common, and the Outlaws with a 2-run lead. Gavin Oliver does it again.
Did a job there. That's all you needed to do. Get a deep fly ball, make him come home, and that's exactly what he did. And now you've got the 2-run advantage.
Well, he's going to be no at-bats, but 2 RBIs. Pretty good day at the office for Gavin.
Say it again.
No at-bat, but 2 RBI.
Batting for Evanston, the third
job.
baseman, number 34, Braxton
That's
Bauer.
a controversy that has existed in baseball for
It has.
Is it
years.
really a controversy? Because even though I said RBIs, I feel like
3 of us are in agreement.
Well, yeah, I feel like, I just slipped up. That wasn't a...
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
I know that you think the same way as I do.
Yeah.
No, it's RBI, but there's been people arguing about that forever.
But it just doesn't make sense.
Next pitch misses from Rodriguez. Pass ball is going to put Wilson in scoring position at second. 2 balls, no strikes to Braxton Bauer, who flew out to center field last time.
There's still Major League broadcasters today.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably one of those stylistic things, but, I mean, judging from your argument for it, the 2-0 misses away, 3 balls, no strikes.
The proper way to say it is RBI, because if you do it phonetically and you go runs batted in, if you add the RBIs,
it's runs batted ins.
Which doesn't make sense.
The pitch. Catches the catches the outside part of the zone. I thought he's pointing down to first as well, Braxton. I don't blame you there.
It's hard because you got to be vocal on a 3-0 count.
Comes set. 3-1 on the way. Swing and a miss.
He wanted to hit the freaking barley field out there.
He did.
He's got home run power.
That was a big cut.
Probably, I would venture to guess he's might be the top non-Green River player to hit home runs at the field in Green River. That one gets away from Rodriguez. Wilson goes to third, and Bauer is walked. Runners on the corners for Jackson Osborne on the 307 Baseball Podcast. We talked about the West. We didn't know much about the East, but we talked about the West. Who is the X factor, the guy that no one talks about enough, that we felt like in order for them to have a successful tournament was going to have to be the man. Jackson Osborne was the choice for Evanston. Big opportunity here. Runners on the corners. Fly ball. Center right field. That's dropping. Evanston up by 3. Bauer hustling to third. Osborne going to second. And a 1-run RBI double for Jackson Osborne. 3-0 Outlaws.
Well, you called that.
I've been on fire with that. I said Jordan Laura would be the one for Powell, and he won the first game for him. And now we got Jackson Osborne with a huge RBI double.
The first baseman,
Were we a play behind? Because he seemed to be a play ahead on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm slow today, I guess.
Runner on third is Braxton Bauer.
I thought he was going to say something about his hair, but he's got the waves going, naturally curly waves.
If everybody in Evanston knows about that, that's his trademark. Next pitch to Natoli. Fly ball puts this one up foul over the third base dugout for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Natoli.
Please return the foul balls to the concession stand.
It's my favorite name in this tournament, Tony Natoli. Just smooth. Yeah, I want it.
1-1. Line drive, left field. Here comes Bauer. Outlaws 4. Here comes Osborne rounding third. The throw to home is close, but not there. He dropped the ball, and Osborne makes it 5-0 Outlaws with the RBI double by Tony Natoli.
You like it too.
Oh, yeah, that's a fun one.
You like it too.
It's beautiful. It just rolls off the tongue. Rolls.
Outlaws moving right now. And if you are Evanston, you've got a good lead here. You're going to have great pitching available for you tomorrow.
Don't count your.
I was about to say, hold on here.
No. I'm just saying, at what point do you think about possibly pulling Wilson so he's available later on? The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1.
When you win this game.
Well, he's already almost to the point where he'd be ineligible on Wednesday.
Yep. Swing and a miss for Winley. The pitch. Strike 2.
My thing is he's already ineligible for tomorrow. You pitch him as much as you can today.
You've got some pitchers coming back tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Yeah. In theory.
In theory,
if we play them, if you play tomorrow, and right now, if Evanston keeps this up, and Ryder Wilson keeps pitching the way he's going, there's a very good chance we might be playing tomorrow. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's the inning as Winley goes down swinging. But the Outlaws send 8 to the plate and score 4 on 1, 2, 3 hits. Outlaws 5, Lovell nothing going in to the 4th. This has been the UNTI Envision third inning on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball live on mylocalradio.com here at the 2024 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
We know you can accomplish your goals. That's why we specialize in the tools you need to be successful. When it comes to safety, parts, accessories, and tools, you've got a professional on your team at Callus Automotive. Reach your goals with the right parts the first time with Callus Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Rodriguez, Jackson, and Wasmer due up for the Mustangs here in the top of the 4th. Outlaws lead 5-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard.
I know this is the Evanston broadcast.
I
got to tell you, the thing I do not like about Evanston is the fact that I always miss the last exit and I end up in Utah. And I want to stop.
You want to stop?
Yeah, and I miss it.
There's 2 exits, Cody. You work for Wydot. You should know them like the back of your hand. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
I always have to turn around at the port of entry and come back.
Next pitch to Rodriguez. Tags him in the numbers. And that'll be the second base runner for the Mustangs.
I'm glad he said numbers.
Tucker Jackson.
Tags him in the what?
Here comes Tucker Jackson, 0 for 1, grounded out to the third baseman last time.
A lot of signs being delivered. Oh, we got Rodriguez down there tying a shoe. I was trying to figure out what was going on.
What is he doing?
Got to make sure the tires are on right for that hot rod over at first. The pitch. Swing, fly ball, deep center field. Wilson going back, and makes the catch. Tagging up for second is Rodriguez. The throw is in time, but it's offline. Rodriguez gets to second.
Boy, Jackson had all that one. He went a mile high.
No, that's in Denver.
Up next for the Mustangs, the pitcher.
I'll now bring up Cash Wasmer.
Deep breath. Don't say anything.
Wasmer flew out to left field last time up. Wilson comes set the pitch. Catches the low corner for strike 1. If Steve Baldwin, Outlaw legend, is not here, I hope he's watching this because this is the type of game he likes. Next pitch misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Really like that guy, Steve Baldwin. We have had some spirited discussions about baseball through the years.
One on the way. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Also know that the Morrows are probably watching. Of course, Matt Morrow, former Outlaw president of the board. Comes set the 2-1. Up high. 3 balls, 1 strike to Wasmer. Of course, Cohen Morrow, he's going to be playing linebacker over at, I think, Black Hill State over in Spearfish.
Kid is an absolute beast on the football field.
3-1 on the way. Swing, fly ball, left field, Common on his horse, so too is Wilson. That drops in the gap, rolls towards the fence. Here comes Rodriguez, he will score, and it's 5-1 as the Mustangs get an RBI double from Cash Wasmer.
He's like, man, I better get it going. I'm the pitcher of record here.
I don't want the loss.
Rodriguez comes around and scores.
Lovell, the shortstop.
Brings up Alex Hedges.
Hedges.
Grounded out to shortstop, last up. 1 down, 1 on, and 1 in for the Mustangs here in the top of the 4th. Wilson checks the runner at second, comes set. The pitch. Breaking ball, beautiful job. Started out inside, came into the top part of the zone for strike 1.
My all-time favorite Evanston baseball player, Ian Fisher. Just an outstanding player. Great pitcher.
The 1. Swing and a fly ball, center right field. Coming over is Walker Wilson, makes the catch. Runner tags up at second, and he's going to get there.
Wow, that was a great throw.
What a throw by Walker. Is it 1 hops to third? So 2 down on the sacrifice fly to center field, moving Wasmer over to third. Here's Leif Files, grounded out to the shortstop last time. And if I'm saying that's a lot, it's because they had 2 of the 3 outs in the second were ground outs to Gavin Oliver. Wilson comes set. First pitch to Files, inside, ball 1. Outlaws will have 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of the fourth. 1-0. Catches the outside part of the zone for strike one. .41 hats might be good luck, and I'll talk about that in a minute. The 1-1 on the way. Catches low. 2 balls, 1 strike. The only other season that they did that was when they were in Double-A back in 2020. They ran through the West, was the #1 seed. Won on day one in a shootout against Laramie over in Rock Springs at the state tournament, the Double-A level. It was the first time they'd won on day one at the Double-A level in program history. The 2-1 on the way. That one chopped foul. That was a pitcher's duel, as we saw Gus Allred and Ryan Chamberlain, I believe, were the two pitchers that went head-to-head in that game. Of course, longtime American Legion fans know that name, Ryan Chamberlain, in the Laramie program. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Files. Ground ball to Oliver at shortstop. Throw to first. Out number 3. Run comes in for the Mustangs, but the Outlaws still lead it 5-1. 1 run on no hits, or 1 hit, the double by Wasmer. And it's 5-1 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. As we head to the bottom of the fourth, you're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball, live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, at the 2024 Single A State Tournament, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
New pitcher in for Lovell, it's Jacob Bischoff, as Cash Wasmer will have his line in a minute. So going to his usual shortstop will be Carlos Rodriguez, and now Wasmer back behind the dish. Alex Hedges moves to third, and Leif Files into left field.
Now pitching,
and that would put
number 13, Jacob Bischoff.
Hang on, potentially wrong about that. I think Files might actually be at.
Batting for the Outlaws.
No, they're going to keep Files in left field.
6, Tyson Bateman.
3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 5 runs all earned, 1 walk and 4 Ks for Wasmer. First pitch to Bateman, swinging a miss for strike 1, flew out to left field last time up. So Newman stays in left. The outfield basically stays the same, except with Hedges going over to third. And now you've got Rodriguez at short, as that one is foul. So they did move Files over to left field. Newman will come in to play second.
Well, and a good move strategically for Lovell is you avoid the Evanston batters seeing the pitcher for the 3rd time.
0-2 on the way. Fouled by Bateman.
Show him something different with Jacob Bischoff coming on.
Try to cool off this lineup, who put up 4 runs in the last inning. The 0-2. Fly ball, left field, hooking foul. That one will drop on the line. Oh, boy. That had extra bases written all over it.
Well, that ball really jumped off the bat. About a half swing there by Bateman. Got a young Royals fan up here. He's running the gauntlet down the stairs. You see Chance Bonds do that. It wouldn't be pretty.
Well, I already saw him when he tried to sit down.
Tried to sit down and he missed the bench. I was on my feet about ready to call 911 because that looked rough.
I thought he was hurt. Now what's going on?
And
so there's a glare on some sort of truck.
So
Nevin Jacobs says, I'll take care of it.
I think it's his truck, is what they were just saying. The commissioner representative has to move his truck.
Nevin drives this Ford that looks like something out of a movie.
Are we going to hold off play until the truck's moved?
Really?
Looks like it.
It's a glare, not a fire.
Huh.
Well, it is.
Down at the plate, it could look completely different.
There is a red flag warning in effect.
Yeah. All right. Bateman back into the batter's box. 0-2 count.
There we go. That's what I like to see. Play ball.
Oh, 2 on the way. Foul ball. We'll do it all over again.
Smoked the catcher, Wasmer. He's fine.
He's tough.
He's money. He's cash.
Cash. One of my favorite movies.
0-2. Chased one outside for strike 3. That's first strikeout for Wasmer.
Now up for the Outlaws.
Or excuse me, for Bischoff. That'll now bring up Damian Kamen.
Sylvester Stallone, Tango and Cash. Great movie. Pulled up on Netflix.
Is it on there?
I don't know. It's an old one, though.
First pitch to Kamen. Swing, line drive into left field. This is dropping. This one is behind the fielders. Kamen around first, heading for second, and a one-out double. Damian Kamen continues to deliver.
Yeah, Singleton scored his last time up, now doubles. And that's production out of your 9-hole.
He might be seeing a beach ball coming out of the pitcher's hand right now with how well he's swinging the bat.
This guy had 2 ice cream cones in his hand a while ago.
Up now for Evanston.
Right there.
He went through it.
Ryder Wilson.
Had no stains on in front of him either.
No, he went quick.
Here's Ryder Wilson. Strikeout in a triple.
Trying to show you how it's done.
Cody will get you ice cream at the next game. This one, hard hit ball at the third baseman, brought in by Hedges. Eyes the runner back to second, goes to Rodriguez at short, and he applies the tag.
That's 5-6 away from the ball.
Fielder's choice.
So Wilson reaches on the fielder's choice. That makes it 2 down for Walker Wilson.
That's great heads-up play by Hedges. That's called being teammates for the whole season. You know what each other's doing. Hedges looked, and Evanston runner just too far off second base.
Throw back to first to check up on Ryder, and he's back no problem.
Just a mental error, but that one doesn't hurt as bad when you have a 5-1 lead.
Yeah, it hurt if it was the other way around.
Next pitch outside. Our first pitch to Walker. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Next one. Up high and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Gotta say, this is a swing and a miss for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strikes to Walker Wilson. I was going to say, looking at the defense by Evanston, this is one of the cleanest games that they've played, and it's come at one of the best times.
Just feel that breeze all of a sudden. Wow.
Well, that feels amazing. 3 balls, 1 strike to Walker Wilson. The pitch. Up high, gets away from Walker. Ryder hustles for third, and he'll get there no problem. Or for second, he'll get there no problem. Thought about third, comes back. So Ryder at second, Walker at first.
Second straight bases on balls for Walker Wilson.
For the Outlaws,
And here comes Gavin Oliver, 2 down.
Oliver.
No at-bats, but 2 RBIs thanks to 2 big sacrifice flies. 2 RBI. RSBI. How's that?
RSBI.
RSBI. This one fouled off for strike 1.
I'm the one who calls the
We
Pirates.
just completely broke Cody Beers on that one.
That was heat stroke out of Idaho. The Pirates.
RSBI.
Smallest high school in Idaho. Play-by-play guy off my left shoulder.
Are you calling me small or the school?
Play 4-man football.
0-1 on the way. Popped up into foul territory. Walker goes towards the coach's box, makes the grab. No runs come in. 1 hit. But the Outlaws still with a 4-run lead at the end of the 4th. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball. Live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, at the 2024 Single A State Tournament, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintahcountycd.com. Auto, home, life, renters, and business all have one thing in common. They all need insurance. Choosing the right agent is always hard. Choose the agent that takes a professional and individual approach to each client. At Farmers Insurance in Lyman, you will find that agent. Farrell is a down-to-earth person who loves hunting, fishing, and above all, his family. Come in and visit him and his friendly staff for a quote today at 37 Mountain Meadow Street, Suite B in Lyman.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have 2 beautiful little boys to go home to every night. And I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
Ryder Wilson out there for inning number 5 of his shift today.
Shift?
Saw his name on the work schedule, said I'm going to bring it. Right now, he has been very good. 1 run allowed. It wasn't earned.
I saw Cody Beers on the schedule and almost didn't show up.
You miss me.
Oh, I will.
Owen Walker lead things off. First pitch up high for ball 1.
Just not right now. When it's game 6 at the west side and I don't have anybody to mess with, it's going to be a little sad.
You are going to miss it, see?
I'll just call you up while you're calling Riverton.
1-0. Misses. 2 balls, no strikes to Owen Walker.
I'll get a phone line, hook you into the broadcast.
Talked to my friend in Wichita last night. They'd never heard of you.
Well, that's because I didn't really go there.
This one, hard hit ground ball. Gavin Oliver backhands it. Throws to first. 1 bouncer to first, but they can't hang on to it. Owen Walker with an infield single. Tell you what, the base running out of the box has been superb in this game, guys.
Well, if you look at Owen Walker, he took like 3 steps and he was past first. I mean, we're talking a tall drink of water down there.
Yeah, every step is 6 feet.
He's fast, though. I mean, he gets out of the box. He was past first when the ball got there.
Yeah, that's an infield single. Even if the ball was handled cleanly over there, it wouldn't matter.
First pitch to Blake Wilson. This is for a ball.
You guys, answer me another piece of trivia.
Okay.
Corey Sullivan, who played for the Colorado Rockies, did he have a home in Evanston? You
I
guys
don't
know that?
I don't know.
I always heard that.
I'm not from Evanston.
Blake Wilson taking the 1-0, catches the outside part of the zone. 4 strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wilson. Ryder Wilson threw 4 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, a strikeout. And it was looking. Done a great job using that defense out there. 1-1. Misses away. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Speaking of Kansas, I will say, if you sent me a picture of just the backdrop of this and this like smoky haze because you can't see the mountains, I'd say Kansas.
Yep. No doubt about it.
You have to look hard and you can see the mountains,
Correct,
but the smoke
exactly.
is...
Without the mountains, though, it's
I was about to say, the smoke has really kind of affected the backdrop here. Pop up into foul territory. Osborne makes the grab. Out number 1.
That's his second put out of the game. Nice job.
Now batting for Lovell.
And with the haze, we've talked about it all tournament. When that ball hits the sky, it's hard to track it because it blends in with it. Osborne seems to be having no problem tracking those down. Here comes Matthew Newman. Flew out to left field last time up. Pitch. Up high, ball 1.
Hey, Cody, you see the new umbrella down there?
MVP.
It's talking about you.
Mickey Mouse.
Most valuable mouse.
1-0. Chopper down the third baseline, fair. Past a diving Braxton Bauer. Here comes Walker. He slides into third, and they got the ball in time, but he's under the tag.
That was close.
Do we have a replay?
We can try. It's this. This is from the bottom of the third. Where did this come from?
Owen
try it
Walker
again.
safe at third, and in with the double, Matthew Newman doing his job, both in the outfield and at the plate.
Replay's 1 play behind.
Walker at second, Walker at third, Newman at second. And I'll set things up for Jacob Bischoff, 0 for 2. First pitch over him for ball 1.
Critical time of the game for the Outlaws. Need outs.
There's 1 on the board. They need 2 more. 1-0. Misses down low for ball 2, as that is pitch 66 from Ryder Wilson through 4 1/3. Two-0. Inside. 3 balls. No strikes to Bischoff. Bischoff has probably got the red light. Chance for Wilson to maybe groove one in here. Make it a 3-1 count. The pitch. Down in the dirt. 4-pitch walk to Bischoff. Bases loaded. Big opportunity here for Lovell. Hey, there's Wyatt Barichka.
There he is.
We were talking about him last game. Wanted to have a sighting of him. Here's Carlos Rodriguez. This is a moment that he can be deadly in. Not a power hitter, but a great line drive hitter. And a line drive here would make this a brand new ball game.
He's the tying run.
The pitch. Swing and a miss at 1 outside for strike 1. Oh, 1 count.
I'm going to cut your mic. I have that power.
He didn't say anything.
Pitch. Chopper at Oliver. Goes to set. No, he dropped the ball.
Wow.
He dropped the ball in the transfer. And 1 run comes in.
That run will, or that error.
It's the first one of the game.
Goes on Gavin Oliver.
Next up for Lovell, number 19, Tucker Jackson.
Bases loaded. Rodriguez at first. Bischoff at third.
Tucker Jackson 0 for 2 in this game.
This one popped up foul. Hey, Donna Bruce coming in clutch. You got an answer for you, Cody. Owen Walker on third, by the way. Newman at second.
No, it's Matthew Newman at third.
At third.
Bischoff at second.
Yep, Bischoff at second, Rodriguez at first.
What's the answer?
The answer is, and we'll give it to you after this, line drive pass, Gavin Oliver. Here comes Rodriguez to score, and they'll go station to station.
Newman scores.
Or Newman, excuse me. The white helmet threw me off.
That's an E6 again. What was the answer?
Answer is Corey Sullivan's parents lived in Evanston. Not sure if he ever lived there. They lived in Ponderosa for a few years, but moved up the hill. Rocco O'Neill bought their house recently. Sean Sullivan is good friends with Bubba O'Neill.
Very cool. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Corey Sullivan played outfield for the Rockies for about 5 years, moved on, played somewhere else, and then came back as a commentator for a short time for the Rockies in the booth during pregame and postgame.
And they're going to discuss this one. Brand new ball game, 5-3. And it's not just a brand new ball game, it's a brand new ball game for both of these guys to keep your season alive. One of these two teams will solidify their spot as one of the top 4 teams in Wyoming in single-A baseball in 2024. The other one will go and call it a year. And both of these two teams have 2 sport athletes, so they'll get ready for the next season right around the corner, which is football.
Wasmer, last time up, hit a 2-run double for Lovell.
Double for Lovell.
The pitch to Wasmer. Fouls that one off the top of the umpire's mask, so he needs a little bit of a minute.
He says, I'm all right.
Oh, okay.
Let's get it moving.
Osborne took a step towards the mound, and the umpire said, no, we're okay.
He's got a reservation at 7.
He's got a beard. He's tough.
0-1 count.
Look at that ice cream cone. There's another one.
Cody.
I'm telling you, that's a large right there.
Go get you an ice cream cone.
I'm just
pitch inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Admiration, that's all that is.
Uh-huh.
Jealousy.
I was about to say admiration or
wishfulness.
Mm-hmm. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wasmer. The pitch. Pops this one up high. Oliver waves off the crowd at short, makes the grab for out number 2.
It's the old infield fly rule.
Hey, Jinx. You owe me a soda.
Now batting for Lovell.
Here comes Alex Hedges. 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly. There's another one, Cody. The universe is telling you, go get yourself an ice cream cone after this game.
I'm going to ask you one more question. Maybe somebody can answer it.
Okay.
There was a couple kids out of Evanston that played football. One ended up starting at BYU as a linebacker. They were both extremely tough, gritty players.
First pitch and swing, fly ball, left field, Common, back, and it's past him. He made a diving effort. Here comes 1 run. Here comes another, and we are tied.
3
runs
double.
come in.
3-run double.
6.
Lovell's taking a 1-run lead. You all right, Elan?
I'm waiting for it to go up on the board.
They've scored 5 runs in this inning.
Yep. Bischoff scores. Rodriguez scores.
And Jackson.
Jackson scores as well.
Common's hurt out in left field, by the way.
Yeah, he made a heck of a dive there.
Yeah, he landed in that gravel, that pea gravel, and that hurts.
He almost made a huge play.
Yes, you did. You're way ahead of me, sir.
Talking with the scoreboard operator here, and it is 6-5 Lovell on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Is that 3-run RBI double brought in Rodriguez, Jackson and Bischoff.
That's Mr. Schwan to you in the booth. Coolest hat at the ballpark. Oh, another ice cream cone. Look at that shaved ice down there.
Do we need to start having ice cream cone bingo? Okay. Finish your question. Football players from Evanston.
I'm trying to remember their
Papinga?
last name. Papinga, thank you. Good job. It was Brady Papinga, right, that played at BYU?
And then won a Super Bowl with Green Bay as well.
Yeah, he actually broke the heart of Wyoming Cowboy fans everywhere when he chose BYU over Wyoming. But I think that was probably something that was decided when he was about in 8th grade. Man, what a comeback by Lovell here. Big 5th inning. They had a bad 5th inning go against them last night.
This has been the story of this tournament. Big innings. Not one team has been that team that steadily puts in 1 run here, 2 runs here, another run there. It's shutout, 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 and then an explosive inning has been the story of this tournament. Here comes Leif Files, the 9th batter for the Mustangs. First pitch, ground ball. Bauer at third, catches it on a camp high bounce, fires it over to first, and we're in a new ball game, folks. 5 runs come in on 1, 2, 3 hits, and it is 6-5 Lovell going into the bottom of the 5th. You're tuned in to First Make of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball live on mylocalradio.com. KNYN here at the 2024 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garter's Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Hiking in the summer, hunting in the fall, and sledding in the winter are a vital part of living in Lyman, Wyoming. Visiting the Historic Heritage Park with its splash pad and updated playground are a must for summertime activities. Visit the new Frisbee Golf Course and make new memories with your family and friends. The town of Lyman is a quiet, peaceful place with some of the best residents in the state. Stop in today and make some new friends and memories that will last forever.
Shout out to everybody listening in Evanston. I got Donna Bruce, Steve Baldwin, Todd Hoover, of course the Morrows, and Dustin Pay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. All of Evanston paying attention to this game wants to see their Outlaws play in the semifinals. Braxton Bauer to lead things off. 1-run game as Lovell scored 5 in the top of the 5th, and it's 6-5 Lovell. First pitch inside to Bauer for ball 1.
Are you trying to sign to me?
Yeah, but we'll talk about it later.
1-0 on the way. Swing and a foul ball. Bauer tried to tide the ball game up with that swing right there.
I like his cut, man. He's like, if this connects, I'm the hero.
1-1 on the way. Inside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Did he play football?
He did. He was an all-state offensive lineman.
Man, he's put together.
He's a 5th year this year, so he graduated last year, played in the Shrine Bowl last summer. 2-1 on the way. Pops that one into right field. Wilson comes up, makes the grab for out number 1. Here's Jackson Osborne.
Next up for Evanston, number 18.
This guy put in the work in the offseason, and it's starting to show. Junior for the Evanston Outlaws. Doesn't play any other sport to my knowledge. He was constantly working in the offseason, though. Does not want to end it here. Bischoff with the first pitch to Osborne. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Osborne with a RBI double. Part of that 4-run 3rd inning the Outlaws put up. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball for strike 2.
One of my all-time favorite coaches for Evanston baseball.
Who's that?
Todd Hoover. Love the guy. He is about details, and he beat me many times on the baseball field.
0-2 misses inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They've had some good coaches there, of course.
They have.
Coach Thompson, Coach Mitchell, who the 1-2 fly ball, and then I think you can add Coach Small to that list as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There have been a lot of great coaches, and I only know what I know based on my 5 years there now. The history of it, though, steeps much deeper, dating back to the legend in Evanston, Ross Kesterson. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Add it to the quote book.
What a guy Ross was.
What I know.
Can tell you a lot of Ross Kesterson stories. He brought a lot of kids into that Evanston program, paid their way, paid for all the travel, paid for the meals.
2-2. In the zone, strike 3, out number 2. Go ahead.
He just really kept Evanston baseball alive for many years.
Number 4, Tony.
You were going to get into a 26-24 game with Evanston, but Ross was one of those guys that you just love to be around because he was full of stories.
Tony Natoli had an RBI double last time up, scored 2 runs. First pitch misses for ball 1.
Unfortunately, as we all know, Kesterson died in a one-car vehicle crash between Worland and Thermopolis.
Line drive down the right field line goes foul. They've named the ballpark in Evanston, Ross Kesterson Field, of course, in his honor. There's a big plaque there.
I was wondering, I've heard that name before.
1 ball, 1 strike to Tony Natoli. Pitch. Inside. Ball 2. Only manager to win strike 2. Only manager to win a state championship for Evanston. Sometime in the 90s, I want to say mid-90s, won the B state tournament. Inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 on the way. This one hit up the middle, brought in by Bischoff. The pitcher throws to first in time, and the Outlaws go down in order. Well, it's crunch time. Both of these teams, it's a 1-run game going into the 6th. Season on the line. What more could you ask for if you're a baseball fan? You're tuned into a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, at the 2024 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Owen Walker is going to lead things off.
Nope, you're right. Sorry. They batted around.
Now batting for the Mustangs.
We're trying to figure it out. The scorebook looks, they batted completely around, and I forgot to mark where things ended, but looking at it as Files grounded out to end the inning. So here's Owen Walker, 2 for 2 with a run scored. First pitch, fouls that one into the screen for strike 1. So it's going to be the 7, 8, 9 batters for Lovell. As Ryder Wilson's going to try to calm this storm that they are in now. Have to win this game. Both of these teams feel it. The pitch, swing, fly ball, left field, Common waves off the crowd, and the left fielder pulls it in for out number 1. He said, good to see Common still out there. He went into the gravel.
Yeah.
Probably has some road rash from that play. He definitely gave up his body trying to make the play to make that catch.
Ice cream cone.
That's his second ice cream cone.
We're gonna put
in 3 days.
You know what? We're gonna put an ice cream cone ticker up in the corner of the broadcast, and every time we see Cody mentions one, we're gonna ding it up in the corner. 0-1 count to Blake Wilson.
It's day 5 of the state tournament, and we have 29 cones today.
0-1. That is in the zone for strike 2.
They're making a profit out of that ice cream truck today.
Mm-hmm. It is hot. There is no wind. The sun is just sitting. The 0-2. This one lined up the center into center field. Blake Wilson with a 1-out single. Here comes Matthew Newman.
Next up for Lovell, number 2.
Who physically fought that ball off, didn't he?
He did.
It wasn't the prettiest swing, but it got the job done.
American Legion Baseball is a family statewide, and with looking at how late we are, how close this game is, this is going to be a heartbreaker for one of these two teams. But at the end of the day, they're going to shake hands, congratulate the winner, wish luck to the unfortunate loser of the game. And
I'm starting to wonder where the Powell fans are.
Oh, they'll be here, trust me. The 1-0 on the way to Newman. Down low.
Not really seeing anybody from Cody here yet.
They're here.
We still got 2.5 hours till scheduled or hour and a half till scheduled start time of that one.
Math doesn't work.
2-0 on the way. This is away. 3 balls, no strikes. But as I was going to say, that at the end of the day, these managers will shake hands, tip their hats to each other, and that's the great thing about American Legion Baseball in Wyoming is it is a family. As we've been able to broadcast the state tournament the last few years, we've been welcomed into that family with open arms, and we've become friends and with the opposing managers, some of the players from other teams, and
it's all about growing the sport.
3-1.
Wow. That was a nice pitch.
Yeah, beautiful pitch there from Wilson.
Broke right over the center. Newman's like, what happened? Yeah.
3 balls, 2 strikes. What are you guys passing notes about now?
You'll show that to Elan after this pitch.
3-2. Swing and a fly ball, shallow left center field, running up, and can't make the catch. Walker Wilson, and moving to second is Wilson. Matthew Newman with a single.
Typical family, though.
That is pitch 88. Here comes Nick Small. And we might be seeing a pitching change here, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, he's... Nope, he's not.
I think Common thought, Common is
like,
available. It's like...
Time to do it.
He's like, no, we're gonna discuss something here.
Young Lovell fan just pitched a water bottle down between the fence and that concrete, and then he looked around like, did anybody see me do that?
No.
Now look at him, he's looking for it.
They're all gonna look.
He was tremendously guilty there for a second. He's like, I'm gonna get booted for what I just did.
All right, we're gonna stick with Ryder Wilson. 88 pitches. He's not available the rest of the season unless Evanston wins the state title. So you might as well keep it up. And he's, despite them being down, he's pitched a good game. Here's Jacob Bischoff. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Wilson comes set, the pitch. Catches the outside part of the zone for strike 1. Oh, they got dipped cones.
Holy guacamole.
We just saw someone come up with the dipped cone.
2 shaved ice, 2 chocolate dipped cones. Is she going to eat both of those?
0-2 count. We have not been doing this all week, just so you know. It has been... been a hot day here in Powell. Pitch outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jacob Bischoff.
The only place that's probably hotter in this whole area is downtown Lovell right now. That place gets amazingly warm.
90 degrees right now with no wind. Fouls that one over the top. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And if you're not from this area, if you're watching a family member from afar where you have humidity and it gets hotter, yes, that's true, but in Wyoming, we are not used to this. We are used to the wind and the cooler temperatures, and it feels like summer down here and then some.
Welcome to September and August in Houston, Texas, boys.
Yes.
Ground ball, slow roller down the third base line, picked up by Bauer. Throws over to first, slide at first, and he's in there in time. Bases loaded, and here comes Nick Small.
Pitch and change coming up.
I think he's going to ask if you can slide into first.
No, you can.
They're going to, or if that was a close play that took him off the bag, they're going to talk about it, but the call was made behind the bag.
Nothing to talk about, guys. It's not advisable to slide into first.
It's never fun.
You're faster running past first. It's been proven.
We saw it a lot at the district tournament last year.
That show Sports Science spent 30 minutes on that one night. You're actually faster into home plate running over it than you're sliding.
All right, so Bischoff to first, Wilson to third, Newman to second. And here's Carlos Rodriguez again. 1 down. Big opportunity for Lovell to create some separation. The pitch. Inside, but catches the zone. Beautiful breaking ball from Ryder.
Rodriguez in this game 0 for 2 today. 2 runs scored, however.
Next one misses away for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strikes. Rodriguez waiting the 1-1. Inside, he was hit by a pitch last time, and he's hit again. They say it nipped his jersey. And here comes Wilson to score. Last time he was hit by a pitch, he scored. And here comes Nick Small with a glove. I think we're going to Damian Common.
It's called backing your way to a RBI.
Yep, we got a pitch exchange coming up. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to the 2024 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, all part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is Southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
Elan Ollif, Jace Andrews, and Cody Beers coming to you live from the Union Broadcast booth. And boys, Outlaws led 5-0 at one point in this game. And then a 5-run fifth inning put the Mustangs on top. And the fifth inning has been the story all tournament. We have seen a lot of games this week turn on the fifth inning.
Yeah, big fifth inning last night cost Lovell against Powell and allowed Powell to come from behind for the second night in a row.
Damian Common going to come in and pitch for the Outlaws. Can't close the book on Ryder Wilson yet, as he is responsible for the bases loaded here. Here comes Tucker Jackson. Had a massive hit to get that 5th inning going for Tucker, or for Lovell last time.
No. Cash Wasmer with the 3 RBI double.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Tucker reached on an error. Came around to score. First pitch from Common, swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Tucker 0 for 3 today, but he's hit the ball everywhere.
Mm-hmm. He has a sac fly in the 4th, as he'll foul that one off. 0-2 counts. They're going to jog up and talk some things over. Osborne and Common. Common, 5.783 ERA. It's the 0-2 on the way. Misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Tucker Jackson, nowhere to put him. You got to throw strikes right out the gate.
Boy, and Evanston playing in on the grass.
Strikeout here would be huge. Common with the 1-2 to Jackson. Down low, good stop by Osborne. Keeps it in front of him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We'll have Powell and Cody. The 0-2 game tonight at 7 o'clock. Pregame scheduled for 6:45. 2-0 game, excuse me.
It's all right.
The 2-2 on the way. Ground ball down the third baseline. Fair. That rolls into left field. 1 run comes in. Here's the second. Rodriguez the third. And they don't get the tag. Runners on the corners. Lovell has awakened.
Two RBI single, Tucker Jackson.
Now batting for the Mustangs.
That thing went down the line and hit the bag and went about 10 feet in the air.
Big bounce.
Here comes Cash Wasmer, as you mentioned, the 3-run RBI double. Last time up, made it to 3rd. Or not last time up, back in the 4th. Oh, no, that was Hedges that had that. Sorry.
Yep.
RBI double in the 4th.
Yes.
For Cash Wasmer. First pitch in there for a ball. Next one on the way. Down the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes to Wasmer.
Lovell fans down in front of us have fallen behind the melting ice cream cones.
Outlaws trail 9-5 after 2 big innings from Lovell. Throw down to second to try to get Jackson, but he'll steal second. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wasmer. No, 2-0, excuse me. Looking at the scoreboard. 2 balls, 1 strike. They update it. The pitch. Catches the zone for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Wasmer. 1 out, 2 on. They're all in scoring position, 2nd and 3rd. Rodriguez at 3rd, Jackson at 2nd. Timeout called by Wasmer. Outlaws down by 4. They led by 5 at one point. And now Lovell has come roaring back with 8 runs in the last 2 innings. The pitch. Down low. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Wasmer. Outlaws lost 13-3 to Casper on day one of the tournament. Came back and won a 5-3 thriller against Sheridan yesterday, and now trying to keep their season alive, but they walk Wasmer on a full count, loads the bases for Alex Hedges, who made a huge difference back in the 5th with a 3-run RBI double. That was the play that Damian Common was racing back to third on. By the way, the only outfield change with Ryder, Wilson, and Common is Walker goes to left, Ryder to center. First pitch to Hedges. Inside zone for strike one.
Hedges, number 8 hitter in this Lovell lineup in this inning.
One down, bases loaded, big opportunity for Lovell. The 0-1 swing, pops this one up in the infield. Call infield fly rule. Winley goes back and makes the catch in the shallow right field grass from his second place position for out number 2. Here's Leif Files, 0 for 3.
Now batting for Lovell.
Has been Gavin Oliver's name on every ball he's hit, as he's ground out shortstop all 3 times. If I'm Oliver, I'm ready for it again. Common comes set at the belt. First pitch to Files. Inside, ball 1.
This young man has smooth rhythm down here in front.
His knees.
1-0. Down low, 2 balls, no strikes. Tense moment for Outlaw fans.
Well, you got to get out of this if you want a chance.
Mm-hmm. It's only a 4-run game. You can still get this thing level with the swing of the bat, and you still have the bottom of the inning of the 6th and the 7th coming up. Ground ball, third baseman. Bauer throws first. Inning over. So, 3 more runs come in on 3 hits. 9-5. Lovell on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard as we head to the bottom of the 6th on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball live at the 2024 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life, and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have 2 beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
Winley, Bateman, Common due up for the Outlaws here in the bottom of the 6th, down 9-5 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. His first pitch from Bischoff to Winley is taken for a ball away. Next one, ground ball at the third baseman, brought in by Hedges on the belt high bounce. Throw to first in time for out number 1.
Good play to charge that one. You got to come in on it and make sure that you get the ball over there quick. Obviously, with third base, the deeper it gets in the hole, the longer the throw gets. And it's a lot easier to be speedy and get over there to first in time.
Here's Bateman. Outlaws down by 4. You would think they need at least 2 to try to start chipping into this with the limited time they have left. They got 5 outs to work with. Down low, ball 1 to Bateman.
Errors have played a big role here, Elan. 2 on Evanston, and Lovell with no errors. Airless baseball.
1-0, ground ball down the third base line, foul. Evanston's got 5 outs to get 4 runs. Lovell, they've got 5 outs to extend their season. Next pitch finds the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tyson Bateman. The 1-2 on the way. Fouls that one off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Evanston was down late in the game to Sheridan. It was the 5th inning. That was the magic for them yesterday. So we know that they've got the resilience to come back, but they have to start now. 1-2. This one lightly fouled down the first base line. It stays fair. Picked up by Bischoff, and that was just one of those ones that... Are they saying they fouled it off of him?
They must, because there's no out.
They're bringing him back.
Just went off his foot.
Mm-hmm. You know what makes sense is Bateman really didn't charge down the line like he would have in that situation. I think he was fairly convinced that that was going to be foul. The pitch. Foul ball into the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, we know 3 of the 4 teams that will play in the semifinals tomorrow. Powell, Cody, and Casper. Who's going to join them? Lovell or Evanston? Let's find out. The 1-2. Inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. If this score holds up, means Lovell will play Cody tomorrow. The 2-2 on the way. And that catches the zone, sends him looking. 2 down. Evanston's got 4 outs to get 4 runs at this point.
Now up for Evanston, number 29, Damon Kamen.
And Casper would play Powell. Times to be determined, though, because I think they would give the late game to the winner of tonight's 7 o'clock game between Powell and Cody. The 2 unbeatens left in the tournament. First pitch to Damian Common. Fouls that one into the screen for strike 1. Common, 2 for 2, a single and a double. Came around to score back in the 3rd, part of that 4-run 3rd inning the Outlaws had. The pitch. Down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bischoff. The 1-1. Fly ball, right field. This one is up high, and that one will drop foul. Just to the right of the line. Common was thinking at least 3 there, the way he was digging across through there.
Wilson ran a long ways after that fly ball for Lovell. Did not put his head down and go into the chain link, however.
Who did that? Was that in the Casper game we saw that today?
It was Sexton for Casper.
Speaking of Casper, there's a good point here. Kevin has it on here. Casper will play Powell no matter what.
Yeah.
Because Casper's already played Cody, so...
And Lovell has already played. Well, may not matter because if Lovell wins, they'd have to play Cody. Yeah, so we know what would happen with Casper. If Evanston wins, they haven't played either one of them.
Correct. But they'll go play Cody.
Yeah, no matter what, the winner of this game will play Cody. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Damian Common.
The venerable Kevin Coyle inserts himself into the broadcast.
Tell you what, he was invaluable during our district broadcast. He was giving us all sorts of info.
Yeah, he's amazing.
During the regionals yesterday. That one's in the zone on the outside corner. Sends him down looking. Ground out, strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors. Outlaws down to their final 3 outs. They got to play some offense first to keep this a 4-run game. To the 7th we go. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, here at the 2024 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
At Black's Fork Dental, we're not just a dental office, we're a family. We believe in inspiring lasting smiles, and that means welcoming patients of all ages. From the littlest smiles to the wisest grins, our team is here to provide gentle and caring dental care for your entire family. Our warm and friendly atmosphere will make you and your kids feel right at home, ensuring every visit is a positive one. At our office, we use the latest technology to provide top-notch care for your family's dental needs, from x-rays to crowns, clear correct to implants, or even dentures. Black's Fork Dental, where advanced technology meets compassionate care. Join our dental family today by scheduling at blacksforkdental.com.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast scroller, the nightlighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got-a-ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
So the matchups are pretty well determined for tomorrow. What is not is the times, as Casper will play Powell tomorrow. Cody will play the winner of this game, as Evanston has not played either Powell or Cody, and Lovell has played Powell. So Cody will get the winner of this one. What is to be determined is what time that game will play. Only 2 games tomorrow, one at 1 o'clock, one at 4 o'clock. And you would imagine the winner of tonight's unbeaten game between Powell and Cody, they're going to get the 4 o'clock game. Here comes Owen Walker. He's led off the last 2 innings before this, as the Mustangs have gone through the entire order in the 5th and the 6th. Here we are in the 7th. First pitch, swing and a ground ball down the third base line. Chest high chopper, throw by Bauer to first in time for out number 1.
Great play by Bauer. Throws it across his body. A strike.
Well, you hate to say it, but looking at the scoreboard, looking at how late it is, this could be the final innings of the great American Legion careers of Braxton Bauer, Walker Wilson, and Tony Natoli. Those are the 3 that are ineligible to come back next year. But there are some seniors that if they came back, they'd be 5th years. Don't know about them. That's always the question. First pitch to Blake Wilson. Misses away for ball 1.
A lot of things change after kids graduate from high school.
The 1-0 on the way. Outside.
Called strike 2.
Called strike 1.
Oh. Okay, thanks. Sorry.
Come on.
The 1-1 on the way. Inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Walker over in left, Bauer in at third. Natoli at first. 3 balls, 1 strike to Blake Wilson. And again, we don't know about the seniors who just graduated, who do have eligibility. Gavin Oliver's eligible. We'll see Breckenridge next year. We'll see Jackson Osborne next year. The 3-1 on the way. Ground ball right at Oliver at shortstop. Gathers in, throws to first. Got him! Delayed call. It was close, and they got him. Brings up Matthew Newman.
Now up for Lovell, number 2, Matthew
Did you have that?
Newman.
I did it. It's a play behind again. So,
So you can play it here in a second. We'll look at that replay.
The pitch. Up high, ball 1. Matthew Newman. A double and a single and a fly out for him today. 1-0 on the way. In the zone, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Here you go. It's close.
Okay.
1 ball, 2 strikes. To Matthew Newman, 2 down. The 1-2. Fly ball, left field, that's down. And through Walker Wilson, it goes through his legs. Going for second is Newman. Now he's headed for third. Newman is going to have himself probably a double, and then the error puts him on third.
I don't think
if it is even an error.
I don't think he touched it. It's a triple. Never touched it.
We'll see what they scored on Game Changer. I'm with you on that one, Cody.
I'm saying single and 2-base error.
Now up for the Mustangs, number 13, Jacob Bischoff.
I already wrote it in the book. It's in pen.
Well, get ready to scratch it out.
Never touched it. Never touched the ball.
Here's Newman. As we'll see, or excuse me, here's Bischoff. We'll see what they score Newman as Newman checks swing but makes contact, foul.
It was a good hustle play out there and left.
Concession stand for
They're trying to figure out what to score that on Game Changer as well, as they haven't done it yet. As soon as we get an official score on that, we'll let you know what it is. About to find out right now. It is a single is the call for Game Changer.
Doesn't matter if he doesn't touch it. It's a routine play.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He had to dive. It's not a routine
He didn't dive? It was a ground ball to him.
The 1-1 on the way.
He was on the ground when
All right,
it went down.
Children. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You got the replay on that?
Dad. Yes, Dad.
Hey, Captain.
I've said my fill.
2 down. Runner on third. And that is the situation here. The pitch. Swing. Jammed him. Popped up. Natoli at first base. Makes the grab. Inning over. Despite the single, Outlaws get around it. Nobody comes in. And the Outlaws need to score 4 to keep their season alive. It's their last chance on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball, live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, at the 2024 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
You went fishing and forgot your bait at home? Jack, Jackalope. Getting your shred on and need to pick up groceries? Jack, Jackalope. Jackalope Delivery. If we have it here, we can get it there. Your locally owned delivery company. Jackalope Delivery. 307-679-7174.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
The top of the order, 2 up for the Outlaws. Wilson, Oliver, and Bauer if they can get to him. Ken, Walker, Wilson, Braxton, Bauer, Tony Natoli, the 3 we know that do not have eligibility to come back for another year. So we may be watching the final at-bats of 2 young men who have been mainstays in outlaw baseball for a very, very long time. And if we can get to Natoli, someone who came in late in his career but has been very effective. Here's Ryder Wilson. He graduated this year. He does have eligibility. And if Nick Small has his way, he'll be back. So hopefully we're not seeing the final at-bats for his career. Hopefully we're not seeing the final at-bats tonight at all, and the Outlaws can get a 5-run inning. That's definitely capable. First pitch, up high, 1 ball, no strikes. Get them on, move them over. That's what you got to do if you're Evanston right now.
Cody fans starting to show up. Hartley family gets the award for the first family.
1-0, fly ball, center right field, and making the play is Tucker Jackson. And the Outlaws down to 2. You know what's the problem?
Up next,
I don't have my rally cap on.
Walker Wilson.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to do something.
Oh, it probably will.
You never know, okay?
Should be wearing his cowboy hat. Yaw.
First pitch to Walker Wilson. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Every baseball fan has their rally cap.
Dad, am I a real cowboy now?
The 1-0 on the way. Fly ball, right field. Wilson comes over and makes a running grab.
Wow.
And the Outlaws down to their final outs, and that might have been the final time, the final at-bat of Walker Wilson's amazing American Legion career.
Now up for the Outlaws.
Blake Wilson's
Number
fast.
24, Gavin
He ran that
Oliver.
down.
Here's Gavin Oliver.
I thought it was a double.
0 for 1 with 2 sacrifice RBIs. The pitch. Down low, ball 1. The 1-0 on the way. Inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Braxton Bauer, the other fifth-year returner, standing on deck. Would love to get to him, if only for the reason to see him one more time. The 2-0. Fly ball. This one's down in center field for a 2-out single. And here comes Braxton Bauer, what could be the final at-bat for this Outlaw legend, has added so much to the program. One of the top RBI leaders this year and last year. Came back and helped the Outlaws get to state, something they wanted to do this year. Bischoff with the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Homered in one of his final games at Ross Kesterson Field against Saratoga. That was a moment he'll remember. Bischoff. Fly ball, right field, foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bauer. Osborne stands on deck. Natoli in the hole. Would be great if they could get to him.
Return those foul balls to the concession stand. Thank you.
The 1-1 on the way. Down low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Outlaws down to their final out. They need 4 runs to keep this game alive and their season. Bischoff with the 2-1. That one gets away from Wasmer. Taking off for second is Oliver, and he's in scoring position. 3 balls, 1 strike to Bauer. This is a prime Braxton Bauer count where you could maybe unleash him here. But with 2 down, you risk popping up. So we'll see what they tell him to do as Bauer gives a smile and a thumbs up to first base. Dugout. Throw back to second to try to get Oliver, and he's back in time. Newman tripped trying to go to apply the tag and gave Oliver time to get back. He was off the bag for a while.
That was Rodriguez trying to make the tag. Carlos pulled every muscle below his waist on that play.
3 balls, 1 strike to Bauer. The pitch. Inside and walked him. Runners on first and second. Here's Jackson Osborne. With the tying run on deck in the form of Tony Natoli. With 2 down, here comes Mike Jamison. See what he wants to do here.
Jackson Osborne 1 for 3 today, doubled and scored in the 3rd. So, guys, you want to wait to eat until we get back to Lovell tonight, he says. Sure, he's just giving them a pep talk, telling them they did a great job today.
I heard if we went to McDonald's, we'd have to see Cody Beers. I don't really want to do that.
Let's not tell him that the door's locked. Let's not tell him.
That'd have been so funny. There. Well, the door wasn't locked.
Oh,
You'd just gone in.
You just gone in, they wouldn't have served you.
Yeah, no one was there. That's what would have been even more funny, because you'd have gone inside, and no one would have been there.
And I was like, let's not do that. So,
thank you.
I really wanted to, roll down the window and just sit out the door, so as soon as you came out, you'd see us.
Number 18, Jackson
I knew it was you
Osborne.
when I saw the Oklahoma State sticker on the Texas truck. That was weird.
Jackson Osborne, runners on first and second. Osborne, as you mentioned, 1 for 3. First pitch by Bischoff. Catches the outside part of the zone for strike one. Evanston need 2 down. Need 4. Down 9-5. The pitch. Swing and a foul ball down the third base line. We'll do it all over again. Outlaws down to their final strike. Lovell fans ready to rejoice. Outlaw fans holding out hope. Bischoff. And what has been a roller coaster of a game comes set. The 0-2. This one, ground ball down the third base line, foul yet again. And what is to come will be delayed. One more pitch. Bischoff comes set. The 0-2 to Osborne. Misses away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Evanston on the verge of elimination, down 9-5. They led 5-0, and then a 5-run 5th inning changed the winds of this game, and ever since then, Lovell has been putting on runs. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Lovell on to day 4.
That's the ball game.
Evanston ends the 2024 season here at day 3 of the state tournament.
5.
As that's going to do it for the game. Your final score, Lovell 9, Evanston 5 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. We'll be right back after this with our post-game show. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball. Live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, on the 2024 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
At Y-High, we're with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Y-High. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhigh.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
When shopping for a new home or property, it's important that your realtor works to make the whole process simple. Serving customers for almost 20 years, the professional agents at Bridger Valley Realty will provide you with the information and resources you need to keep it simple without missing a step. Shopping for the perfect home or property can be a lot of fun.
Trust the Valley's proven realtors. Stop by and see us today.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
And we welcome back to the 2024 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball, live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, and the My Local Radio Sports Network. Your final score on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Lovell 9, Evanston 5, as it's time for a Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. Lovell wins this one 9-5, ending the Evanston Outlaws season. Evanston led 5-0 going into the top of the 4th, and then Lovell gets 1 run in the 4th, and then 5 in the 5th. They take a 6-5 lead and then put 3 more in the top of the 6th and get the win. Ryder Wilson goes 5 1/3 innings pitched, 8 hits, 9 runs, 4 of them earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And for the in relief, Damian Common 1 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits and a walk. For the Lovell Mustangs, Cash Wasmer, 3 innings pitched in the start, 5 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Bischoff gets the win. 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. For the Evanston Outlaws, they officially end the season with a final record of 23 wins and 22 losses. Your stat leaders for 2023 in strikeouts as a pitcher, you will have Braxton Bauer with 32 strikeouts, and in the ERA department for the main pitchers for the Outlaws, as I'm looking for that one, it is actually not Braxton Bauer. I was on the wrong tab. Sorry about that. ERA, it belongs to Gavin Oliver with a 2.009 ERA. Strikeouts as a pitcher belongs to Walker Wilson with 54 strikeouts. In batting, your batting champion for the Evanston Outlaws, Gavin Oliver, the 395. Your hits leader is Ryder Wilson with 55. Your RBI leader is Gavin Oliver with 52 RBIs. Again, the Evanston Outlaws season comes to an end with a final tally of 23 wins and 23 losses. That is our Jimmy John's Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. We'll have our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision play of the game right after this. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball, live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, here at the 2024 Single A State Tournament, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Serving the Bridger Valley since 1987, Bridger Valley Motors are your engine repair experts. Along with engine repair, Bridger Valley Motors offers towing services, tire alignments, brake repairs, and more. Visit Bridger Valley Motor at 217 North Main Street in Lyman. When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in. Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
And we welcome you back to the Union broadcast booth. Elan, Ollif, and Jace Andrews here. Cody Beers, I think you finally went to go get that ice cream cone.
Maybe.
Anyways, time for our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision play of the game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry for the whole family. 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. We're going to give it to Tony and Natoli in the third inning. Part of that 4-run third inning the Outlaws had, as this is sponsored by Dr. McKay Frankum in Evanston. The 2-run RBI double by Tony Natoli on a 0-1 or a 1-0 count sends that one and helps the Outlaws out big time. Outlaws, unfortunately, fall to Lovell 9-5 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. But Tony Natoli gets our final Dr. McKay Frankum Precision play of the game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum in Evanston, Wyoming. 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Pepsi player of the game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages, and we'll wrap things up, not just for from here, but for the Outlaw season. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN, at the 2024 Single A State Tournament presented by Buckle Up for Life, Wyoming.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Your life is busy, and there are many people who count on you every day. You have to show up. At Freeway Tire, we understand you are an important person and your time is valuable. That's why we have top quality mechanics and a team of experts. Whether you are coming in for an oil change and tire rotation or more extensive service on your vehicle, we can diagnose and fix the problem quickly and correctly. We'll work hard to get you back on the road as soon as possible so you don't skip a beat in your busy life. Freeway Tire, vehicle maintenance, from oil changes to engine rebuild. 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cash back for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have two beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Time for our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. And our Pepsi Player of the Game brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi, and who's better today? Well, we're going to give it to three young men who have represented the Evanston Outlaws well, not just on the field, but off the field throughout their Outlaws career. One of them was really brief, but he got our Play of the Game, and two mainstays in this program, and I've talked with him a lot on and off the field, and he has always been a pure pleasure to interact with. And so our Pepsi Player of the Game goes to two great representatives of Evanston. We have Walker Wilson, Braxton Bauer, and Tony Natoli. So they were better, not just today, but they represent us very, very well, and for that, they get our final Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages of the 2024 baseball season. And that is going to do it for this broadcast, not just from the state tournament, for the 2024 Evanston Outlaw season, as their season comes to an end here in day 3 of the 2024 Single A State Tournament. On behalf of all of us at My Local Radio Sports, we have our producer in the studio, Mr. Colton Bagley, our webmaster, Sean Hando, our executive producer and owner, the great Val Cook, our sales manager, Matt Petrie, our sales associates who their hard work makes this possible, Julie Burley, Sarah Pay, Julie Nelson, and AJ Lamb. And we wouldn't be anywhere without our Workhorse, our office manager, Miss Kayleen Anderson, and the rest of the stellar staff here at My Local Radio Sports, along with guest color commentator Cody Beers for the state tournament. We have voice of the Rich Rebels in Utah, Mr. Aaron Poling, voice of the Preston Indians in Idaho, Mr. Dan Hubbard, voice of the West Side Pirates, and my broadcast partner, one of my broadcast partners for today, Mr. Chase Andrews.
Not Chase.
Jace Andrews.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know why I got a blink there. And, of course, voice of the Valley.
You, but thanks.
Voice of the Valley, Mr. Anthony Colasuno, and, of course, my broadcast partners for today, Cody Beers and Jace Andrews. I'm Elan Off saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here on mylocalradio.com and on the radio at KNYN. Evanston Red Devil volleyball season and football season starts Friday, August 30th. For our baseball fans, we'll have Powell and Cody starting in about 15 minutes with our pregame show. Thank you guys so much, and take care.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation